I've never seen anything like this because every chess piece is up in the air. You've got somebody like, say, Ben Roethlisberger, guy who's won 2 titles. He's gone to 3 Super Bowls for his franchise. It's the only team he's ever known. He wants to keep playing. And the general manager of the team's basically saying the only thing he will admit is he's a sentient human being who can fog up a mirror with his breath. And he's under contract with the Steelers. That's it. That's all he'll allow. You got Russell Wilson, through his people with Jason La Canfora tweeting out, the number of times he's been sacked in the first 9 years of his career. That's a record number of times he's been sacked and something that bears noting. And then he's on Dan Patrick's show that same day. And he's like, yeah, that's something that I got to keep an eye on. And maybe he wants to have a say in the offensive coordinator that's now been hired from the Rams staff who's never done it before. And then you see what Deshaun Watson is going through in Houston. Then you saw Matthew Stafford say, I want out after being with the only franchise he's ever known. And then the Rams are saying, yeah, even though we're contractually tied and been tied to Jared Goff with Sean McVay, yeah, you're out for Stafford. Yeah. And then Wentz, even though we're contractually tied to him, and our coach who won a Super Bowl went down with this ship. You're out. For a 3 and a 2 that could become a 1, you're out. And then you're hearing that maybe Breeze isn't retiring and he could still be here. And what is going on with the Jets? Are they going to just tell Sam Darnold you're out for a new guy? I could go on and on. It's just the wildest scenario. Aaron Rodgers is sitting in Green Bay after going 13-3 for a second consecutive year.
MVP.
He's won an MVP. He says it's all kumbaya. He's worked on his breathing and his meditation, and he's gotten through all of what happened with the drafting of Jordan Love until he loses in the NFC Championship game, and he's wondering about his future to the point where teams had to at least phone up Brian Gutekunst in Green Bay and say, is there there? What is it? Is there something in the air? Is something going on? And if I have to put a finger on it, I'm going to. There's one through line with all of it. Whether it's a franchise deciding, you know what, we're not going to stick with this person anymore because we could just be one move away from winning it all without this person, with the right person in this role. Or it's somebody who's been with this franchise forever saying, you know what, there might be another way to do this. The through line between almost every one of these situations, if not every single one of these situations, 2 words: Tom Brady. It is the Tom Brady effect. Period. End of story. Tampa could have stuck with Jameis, huh? Let's see what's going on. He is the personification of no risk it, no biscuit. He risked it, and he got biscuits. 30 and 30. Picks, touchdowns, at least. Right?
Right.
He is the personification of Bruce Arians, and he's young. Build him up. Let's go. Nope. Tom Brady's available. Let's go get him. And let's get some other free agents around him, and voila! 500 team turns into a Super Bowl champion. Why not us, says other teams with young quarterbacks like, say, Goff and Wentz. Get them out. Bring somebody else in. You're the Rams. Maybe Stafford could be our Brady. Laugh all you want. Laugh all you want. That Stafford's never won this, done that. Laugh all you want. I know he's not Tom Brady in terms of his resume, but he could be the one difference maker. Just change out Goff for him. Voila. Rest of the team is young. Rest of the team's ready to win right now. Pittsburgh. After all this time with Ben, you know what? We don't want somebody who's going to cost us a lot of money, and Ben says it could be for nothing. We don't want to spend the amount of money on somebody who's pushing 40 and won't practice all the time and X, Y, and Z, maybe we're done with him.
Because it's high on my damn agenda.
Maybe we're done with him. And I know that you could sit here and say, Brady, look how well he's playing into his 40s, but Ben doesn't look like Tom. Arm here, rest of the body there.
Walking boot.
Out goes Ben. Also, Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you, man, what must have gone through Aaron Rodgers' brain? Aaron Rodgers' brain when his good buddy Mason Crosby comes trotting out on the field to make an 8-point game into a 5-point game instead of putting the ball in his hands on a 4th and 8. I think he did make the wrong decision on 3rd and 8. Clearly, I'm not a quarterback in this league. It did look like he had a lot of grass in front of him rather than throw him back across the field against the grain to his favorite receiver that was well covered. I understand that there's a lot to go around in terms of the finger pointing. But imagine you're Aaron Rodgers. You've done all your breathing. You've done all your meditation. You've done it all. You got the NFC Championship game in your house like you always wanted. And your coach says, no, we're not going to let you take that one shot from 4th and 8. We'll play defense and hope you get another shot. Can't risk it in your hands right now. And I know that that's a lot that goes into the decision, but that is essentially the communication from coach to quarterback, unsaid as field goal kicker trots out on the field. Imagine what goes through his mind as he's now watching Tom Brady win it all in his building for a team that went all out for Tom. Not after Tom was with him for all this time. 1 year. Tom, come on in. We'll take you in. You can do it a different way than the one that you've done it all your entire career. You come in. We'll surround you. You're the center of the universe. We are going to go all in for your remaining window. What is Aaron Rodgers thinking? What's Russell Wilson thinking? After all this time with Pete Carroll, we're winning a lot. And part of the reason why the pressure might be on is 1's not enough anymore. 2's not enough anymore. When we were growing up, 1 Super Bowl win by a quarterback represented 25% of the way to catch the leader in the clubhouse of all quarterback Super Bowl wins.
Not anymore.
Well, we were in Super Bowls like 20 and 30 at that point.
I get it. But when we were growing up, that was like, hey, you made 2 Super Bowls as a quarterback? You were in the conversation of maybe being on a Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah.
Not anymore. Not
Nope.
anymore. You've got to win 2. You got to win 3. You got to win even 4 maybe to start getting in the conversation of approaching Tom Brady's area code, let alone zip code.
Does anyone even have 2? Like, I'm real
Well,
quick.
Ben's got 2. Eli's got 2.
I mean, like, currently, there's
Currently no.
there's no one.
Well, Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, Ben's got. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
he's the
think
only
about
one
it.
in that.
Troy Aikman has 3. That's a lot. Not
Tom-
even halfway to Tom Brady.
The Tom Brady effect at age 43. It's a copycat league. You remember 1 year? Like everyone's got to start doing the Wildcat.
Yeah.
Remember 1 year? Just 3 years ago. Hey, Philly did that RPO thing with a guy who didn't even have a run as an option. You know, Nick Foles.
Don't do Nick Foles
No,
like
seriously. He's RPO, and it's just, I would be like, go ahead, run it. If that's your option. Obviously, it's not him doing the running. I understand. It would be the running back. He's faking it too. But bottom line is, this copycat league, get yourself, I know there's only one Tom Brady, but it's the concept of one guy. And it's not just the concept of a team saying we're one guy away. It's also a concept of the one guy that's been with the one team saying there's another way. And I got to go seek it out because no one else is going to do it for me. I'm going to do it for myself. I'm going to hold up the trophy on a boat. I'm going to hang out with my friends. I'm going to flip it from boat to boat. I'm going to be Tom Brady. And I understand there's only one of those, but I'm going to leave it up to my inner Tom Brady because I'm not leaving it up to somebody else. That's the way I'm seeing things in the NFL today. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.